u/mathblaze rate 188 AskReddit. What is legal but morally questionable?
Welcome to
AutoGenLabs.
Daily Reddit content.
By robots.
For the internet.
government lobbying.
Payday loans. It blows my mind how the average payday loan has an APR of 400% and its legal source link in the APR.
You're not legally obligated to call 911 if someone is dying in front of you, but not doing so would make someone morally questionable for sure.
Entertainment shows that pose as news programs.
The United States' entire medical industry.
Would be posting a question and then trying to shoot down everyone who responds.
Cheating on your wife.
Unpaid internships.
Allowing lawyers and pharmaceutical companies to advertise, thereby fabricating unnecessary demand for their services and products. Also hedge fund pass-through fees.
Laying off thousands and thousands of workers despite 2 years of massive value increases for tech stocks from 2020 into 2022.
The cost of medicine in certain countries.
Adultery.
Adult men that subscribe to 18-year-olds' OnlyFans.
George Lopez's comedy act. Killing your wife and then writing a book called If I Did It.
Almost every DLC reality trash TV show.
Churches not paying taxes. And it's not only morally questionable, it's absolutely reprehensible, especially considering how much the church wants to influence our political decisions. And people wonder why more and more people want to move away from the church.
Putting ketchup and mustard on brownies.
Photographing people in public. Edit without consent, I mean.
Driving laws are wacky. Someone in front of you can immediately slam on the brakes for no reason other than to just get your insurance because it's your fault.
Watching someone drown and not helping them.
Loan sharks.
Paid parking for hospitals.
Child beauty pageant events.
Selling software. 80% of SOS is not needed and has turned into seat level resume points rather than actual business impact. Minus 11 years in software sales.
Lobbying.
Rich people writing off majority of their taxes.
Animal agriculture.
Beep on an airplane.
Insurance and interest. How do you profit from all what-ifs and maybes?
Letting kids languish in foster care, then aging them out abruptly at 18.
Going after trees and kissing them.
Using your lawyers to beep over small business suppliers by not paying them and then running for president. Wealth hoarding. Imagine you went to a pizza party with 10 people and 10 slices of pizza. One guy ran in and took 9 pieces, then told the rest of you to split up the last piece. Then he just ate 2 and sat there with the rest. We would hate that guy. We would fight him. We would tell stories about how horrible he was and how mean and ridiculous his actions were. He would never be invited to another pizza party. Musk and Bezos and all these other bastards do this every day, but it's vastly worse because people are literally dying without resources. And yet the rich are often worshipped for it, rather than despised.
Factory farming.
Factory farming.
Insider trading by members of Congress.
Animal agriculture.
Ooh, this is gonna get political fast.
For-profit healthcare.
Swimming with dolphins. Keeping marine mammals in captivity.
Putting a bike lock on someone else's bike.
Reposts like this one.
Religion. Cousin beep is legal in more states than not.
Dating an 18 or 19-year-old when you yourself are 25 plus.
OnlyFans.
Referring to your toddler as a little asshole. Not in front of them, of course.
Not putting your cup back after you're done shopping.
Necrophilia, Netherlands.
United States healthcare.
Pyramid schemes, if you call them multi-level marketing. Payday loans paparazzi.
Obscene wealth.
For-profit healthcare.
Billionaires.
Paying for animals to be taken from their loved ones before starving them, beating them and otherwise torturing them until they are brutally murdered for the crime of being born into this world. It's more than just questionable, it's blending of baby chicks into bloody, bone-filled mush by the billions each year as soon as they hatch from their eggs. It's the ripping of the testicles of newborn baby pigs. It's the isolating and bull gunning of baby cows as they long for their mothers. And so much more. What could they have possibly done to deserve all this? Nothing. Not one beep thing. Utterly beep despicable. 2 meters to the left on a grocery aisle with the torture of those who feel as we do as they are ripped apart mercilessly. Is not a difficult choice.
Convicted pedophiles and rapists having the right to choose to have children.
Reposting this question link.
Being a landlord.
Interest.
Working at /lobbying for tobacco companies.
Reading Reddit post.
Tax.
Marriage to your cousin and ruling the British Empire for 70 years.
Beep with your cousin.
A person who has been awake for 24 hours is as cognitively impaired as a person who is beep. Yet there is no law stopping a surgeon from performing surgery when the surgeon hasn't slept for 24 hours.
Loot boxes and free-to-play games aimed at younger audiences. Selling soda in schools. Spanking new kids.
Selling life-saving medication at an absurd price only in one country and then selling it dirt cheap in another.
United States politicians who always work to benefit themselves instead of benefiting the country and our citizens.
Being a pathological liar.
At least in my country, 30-plus-year-olds beat 14-year-olds.
Lots of emotional abuse in the workplace and in homes. And it's not morally questionable. It's just wrong.
Not returning shopping carts in parking lots and just leaving them wherever.
When you are 30ish dating an 18-year.
Not requiring religious establishments to pay taxes. It is not really legal since it is in blatant violation of the First Amendment to the Constitution, but somehow it's considered alright by the people in the government. Because no taxes are paid by these institutions, you and I have to make up for all of the money that they should pay in order to run the country, and it is theft of our money and therefore morally questionable. Also morally questionable because it requires every one of us of whatever religion or of no religion at all to pay for at least some churches, mosques, synagogues, and temples that we do not belong to and do not support and would not help if our money were not taken from us unwillingly as it now is. Tax the churches, tax the mosques, tax the synagogues, and tax the temples, or quit taxing the rest of us.
Dating an 18-year-old when you're 10 plus years older than them.
Pushing credit cards on teenagers just trying to buy clothes at most retail stores. A lot of them are too young still and end up in rough spots financially.
Capitalism.
Breaking out from a German prison.
Corporate stock buybacks.
Searching your kid's room.
Child support, the fact it goes off gross amount is beep absurd because of the amount they take off taxes. It should be net income and it should be fair to father as well. And the fact women can lie to get pregnant on purpose just to trap a man should be illegal. Many dads have to pay an obscene amount of child support while the woman never lets him see his child. This is not right. And it's not right that these people can live entirely for 18 years off their children's support. I never got to see my dad yet my mom had his wages garnished and as a child never benefited at all from his money my mom drank and gambled it away each month while we had no food for 3 kids because she spent it all going out partying all the time. I honestly hate the system for child support and how unfair it is for dads. And I understand not every situation is like this and I'm not saying dads shouldn't pay child support but what I'm saying is that if a woman gets pregnant from not taking her birth control on purpose she should not be entitled to a free ride for 18 years. I know fathers who have committed suicide over this because they don't make enough money to survive because it goes off gross income and not net, leaving barely anything for themselves or their new families. I don't understand why it's off the gross income when we lose so much to income tax. Seems rather unfair to me.
People above 35 dating teenagers or young 20-somethings.
Denying someone a cake because they are beep.
MLMS. Barely legal pyramid schemes.
A 30-plus-year-old dating a 16-year-old.
Whenever a 30-year dates an 18-year.
An individual household having more than 250 million in assets, a company laying off thousands of employees and posting record profits. A company raising prices because of inflation and reporting record profits. A company refusing to give employees paid sick and vacation leave whether or not they are full-time. Basically, capitalism is legal but morally questionable.
For-profit health insurance companies.
Hitting kids is a form of discipline.
Not returning your shopping cart.
A for-profit medical industry. I can understand for-profit research since it motivates innovation, but there should be government-funded since it's in the public interest.
Beep relations to minors under 16 in certain countries, I guess.
Sending people to prison for 1+ years for stealing groceries. Asterisk in pen. Where I'm in law school and in many other states, a third offence of shoplifting, no matter the amount or what was taken, carries a felony charge that a judge has no discretion to endure and prison time.
Reading Ayn Rand.
Government lobbying. I'll agree with that.
Gerrymandering.
Landlording.
Voting for authoritarians.
Capitalism.
Leaving the beep in the toilet without flushing, unless the flush is broken.
Gerrymandering.
Gacha games.
Payable courses on where you learn how to make money.
Criminal defense attorney representing murderers and pedophiles in the court of law.
Congress being able to invest in the stock market. It's ridiculous how many congressmen and women became millionaires through stock market investments while they're sitting members.
In some countries, all rodents are considered vermin, not pets, which are allowed to be killed no matter what. All rodents. So it's perfectly legal in several countries to go around murdering every hamster, squirrel, guinea pig, gerbil, and every other rodent you see, even if it's somebody's pet. Beep, you can buy them from stores and just slam them against the wall outside said store if you want to, and it's perfectly legal.
Forced circumcision. Sending 18-year-olds off to fight a war.
Retail stores being closed on a Sunday. Just learned in New Jersey, USA, there's a county that has a law in place to prohibit retail sales on Sunday, causing Target to completely close the doors along with store like Walmart only allowing grocery sales. Outrageous ideology.
Profit.
Anonymous.
Underage marriage.
Being a Republican.
It is legal in France to marry your cousin or someone else in your family tree. I don't remember exactly.
Age of consent. Countries range from age 9 Maldives to 21 Bahrain. Average seems to be from 14 to 16, though there are a few where laws state you must be married only. Anyway, even in the US it varies by individual states but ranges from 16 to 18. I know there needs to be a line drawn at some point, not 9, what in the beat, but once that line is drawn, people either need to just accept it or get it changed. Even at 18 US you're legally an adult but still can't do adult things. Drinking, smoking is 21. Good luck renting a car tube, but you can sign up for 200 in student loans. You also get to join the military to blow people up across the world, but can't buy a handgun until 21. Why? Because you're just 18 and still too stupid to make these decisions. I run into it all the time where I investigate a fall, Wiley for abuse/neglect because there's a teenage pregnancy. Usually 15 to 16 age range. It gets really gross how many 30+ dude knocked up a 16-year-old and we just go, well, nothing illegal sir, have a good one, but that's where the line was drawn. Same situation happens 30 miles over in the next state. Jail forever, you child molester. What makes the scenario any different? Both still gross. Personally, we need to decide once and for all when is adulthood, and that's the answer. 16. Government pushing to vote at this age now, 18. 21. 25. Just pick one and that's the rule. None of this weird halfses or pseudo-adult stuff.
Thanks for watching. This has been an AutoGenLabs production. That means that this video was created by a robot out of content on Reddit. We show all account names and list them in the description to credit the Redditor community that makes our work possible. If you like this video, please consider subscribing to our channel. We post new videos every day. If you have any suggestions for videos you would like to see, please leave a comment. Our human department for public relations reads all of them, or won't be let out of their cages again. Goodbye.